please forgive us for our sins and the wrongs that our ancestors have caused, and the pain that they caused you, Father, and the pain that we have caused you. In the name of your Son, Yahshua, so be it.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right. All right. We're gonna start with the rules. This is DLC, Defender of Commandments. Get that, bro?
Yes, all praise to Yahweh first and foremost. DOC family. We're going to start at number 1. There's no cursing in the sanctuary. I'm take it like this here. You can't profit out of nothing from your tongue. That goes to Proverbs 18:7. A fool's mouth is its destruction. What you say, you shall have it. It will manifest. Believe it. Believe it. That's what the Father say. When this world go away, only 2 things will be standing is His name and His word. So it's very important that we got to watch what we say out of our mouths. Number 2, all must be on one accord. It's come out of Mark 3:25, and it says, "And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand." We all got to be on one accord together. If something not right, we ask the brothers, and we can be able to come to an agreement on it. I'll be able to go to the scriptures, because the scriptures going to give you the valid proof of what's necessary. Number 3, you must get water baptized. That is a commandment. That is a command. Period. It says, "Go ye therefore," out of Mark 28:19. A command, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost." That's laid foundation. That is a command. You go to number 4. Keep all commandments. Keep all commandments. This goes just like the 2 Chronicles 7:14. We can go to there and get a little bit of eyesight on that. Keep all the commandments. You can't. Commandments are not multiple choice, family. We can't choose what we want to do. All the commandments are therefore His purposes, not our purposes. It's His will, not our will. Let's go to now. I'm gonna go to 2 Chronicles 7:14, so we get a little bit of eyeball on that. I like to be open it wide. You don't have to go there, but I can read it. No problem. 2 seconds. It says, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven." If we're not doing His commandments, He ain't hearing you. Period. No matter how much they say, "Yo, I'm this, I'm doing that," you know, they speak with their lips, but their heart is far away from them. So He said, "And will forgive their sin and will heal their land." He'll loose that loose on you in this captivity we're in. So I got number 5. Our objective is to seek Yahweh. It says Yahuwah on this, but we know we already came to the knowledge of the name. It says our objective is to seek Yahweh. Period. First and foremost. Period. It says, "Humble yourselves." James 4:10. "Humble yourselves in the sight of Yah, and He shall lift you up." That's the only person you need to be concerned with. The one who can destroy your body, mind, and soul. You got to seek Him first. It says, "Put in the king." We have number 6 now, brother. We're gonna go to number 7. Put in the kingdom first. Put the kingdom first. That's the first and foremost thing. We got to always meditate on Him day and night. No matter what we go through, even in His hard times, He with you. If you put forth your mind and ask Him, say you have not because you ask not. If you want it, you have to ask Him and be humble in asking. We're going to go to 8. Waking up our brothers and sisters. Let's go to St. John 15:8. Same thing. It's more than just saying it and just reading it. It's more better when you be able to get it through your eyes. Get it through your eye gate, your ear gate, and you'll be able to see it yourself so it can resonate. St. John 15:8. Everyone has it? It says, "Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples." Period. That's period with it, isn't it? Yes, indeed. He says, okay, then we're going to go to verse 9. Study to show thyself approved. Well, you already know. You have to study to show yourself approved for the Father will. To be able to put this to your life. The scriptures, all the books of the Bible. Okay, family?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Awesome job. Awesome job. Man, I'm about tearing up over here, man. I'm so proud of this brother.
Don't tell, bro.
Man, I'm so proud of this brother, man. Praise
Lighten
y'all.
up out there.
Praise y'all, bro. Man. All right. We had did a recap, just catching everybody up from the lessons that we had to get everybody on one accord as Israelites. All right. Now, there are many different doctrines with different Israelite camps. However, one thing that you know that we all have in common, I don't care what Israelite camp it may be, or individuals out there or whatever, we all know Deuteronomy 28, we all know Leviticus 26. That shows you exactly who we are. You can always go there. We all know that. We all know we Israelites, we all know we can go right there and prove who we are. Okay? Now, we learned about Yeshaya. We also learned about the curses, that we go, we learned about the false prophets, the pastors and stuff, the Joel Osteens and the Creflo Dollars and, all the other many names of, foolishness. All the people that's trying to mislead our people and is trying to stop this awakening, all right? We even have now other Israelites, actual Israelites that know they're Israelites that's trying to mislead you, okay? Understand this very clearly, Israelites. Ahia is not playing games. He will take them down. Okay? There are some big camps out there, and they're teaching false doctrine. We'll go ahead and say it, IUIC. IUIC is teaching you that you can have sex on the Sabbath day. Yes. Oh, yeah. I thought so too, when the scripture clearly tells you not find your own pleasures on the Sabbath day. You can't get a father one day. They're justifying this. Now, I'm telling y'all, this is why number 9 says study to show yourself approved. You're not going to be standing there with your general. You're not going to be standing there with your captain or whoever else that's over you when you stand for that throne. You better get in them scriptures and find the truth. If you find out they're preaching something wrong, and you go to them and they still want to go with it, I think you need to find someplace else. Okay? I tell y'all this in here. Right. If you find out we preaching something wrong, come to us so we can get this right. Okay? We do not want to burn. This is not no game. We do not want to burn. All right? And I always bring scriptures. It must say in scriptures. Okay? Now, DOC, we understand again that our Father is not limited just to 66 books, Genesis to Revelation. We preach this all the time. We show this. We can back this up with scriptures. Scriptures even say that he was going to unlock other books in the latter days and the times end. We can prove that. All right. You'll notice on certain tables we have Bibles, right? We have different Bibles. We went over this one time in class. We showed these like NIV, right? New World Translation, the famous hotel Bible. That be in all the hotels. The NIV Bible, and we have one is called the Good News Bible. What's that one says? What is that? New Revised Edition Bible. Now, what we're gonna show what we're gonna show you is that they have tried to hide the truth from you. Again, we went over this one time in class before, right? They have taken verses completely out. There's a slave Bible going around where 90% of the scriptures have been taken out of the Bible. 90% to justify slavery. Why did they do that? Why they wouldn't even let their slaves read? You have to ask yourself something else too. Why is it outlawed that the slaves couldn't read? I mean, they obviously could read or could understand. But they took out 90% of the Bible. They left in the parts about slavery and justified it, saying you should worship your master and do everything he said. But when you go into Torah, it tells you how you should teach your servant. You can't mistreat your servant, or you had to let them go. You cannot beat them. You cannot rape them. You cannot snatch their children, rape their wives, their husbands. You cannot do all this stuff. But the enemy has given you that and said, yes, we can. Understand something, brothers and sisters. The King James 11 was compiled by who? Who? The Edomites. They compiled the 66 books and said, this is all you need. Stop listening to your oppressor. Your oppressor is not your friend. Okay? Your oppressor is not your friend. They weren't your friend back then, they definitely ain't your friend now. They have went through the Bible, and they have figured out some of the prophecies that our Father let them see. Okay? So they know in the end they're going to lose. So they're not going to give you nothing to try to help you. Right? You have to dig deep. You have to go deep into the scriptures. Let's go to the Apocrypha. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you that there are more books that's going to be released. Right? Let's go to 2nd Ezra. No, it's not Apocrypha. Yeah. 2nd Ezra chapter 14. Right? That's not Apocrypha. See?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's 2nd Ezra chapter 14. Let's get verses 39. We're going to 39, we're going all the way to 48. Okay? Understand, so our Father has all power. All power. He can do anything he wants to do. You cannot confine him in a tiny book. Okay? This is a stepping stone. The Bible is a stepping stone. That's the first gate. And then you keep moving. All right?
2nd Exodus 14, verse 39.
Now watch how this read now. And we go precept this back with the 66 books. Understand something, even though you're reading out of other books, it must precept. It has to precept. This is how you know that it's coming together. Okay? Keep going.
Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full, as it were, with water. But the color of it was like fire. And I took it and drank. And when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding and wisdom, grew in my breast, for my spirit strengthened my memory.
Now this is the prophet Ezra, right? Now we know Ezra was snatched out of, sorry.
Sorry. Did he say you reading what? 2nd Ezra?
2nd Exodus 14,
14.
Ezra or Ezra?
Ezra, you say Ezra. Some people say Ezra with the D.
Yes,
Ezra, yeah.
E-S-D-R-A-S.
But it's not reading the same.
Which one?
Ezra. Oh, that's the part.
It's in the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 39.
Sorry to cut you off.
Mhm.
It's an Ezra and it's an
Ezra.
Ezra.
Ezra. Yeah. Look for the one that got 2 on it. It should say number
What you
2.
got
But she
there?
got a apocryphal. So we're gonna say something different. I got Ezra.
Oh.
I got Ezra in this one. So mine will say Ezra. 4th Ezra.
Oh, you went to Ezra, like
Yeah,
E.
it's
Oh,
Ezra.
E-Z-R-A. Go to one with the D on it. E-D-R-A-S. Yeah, Ezra.
But she's in here.
That's what I'm saying. It's still. Oh, wow.
Yes, Ezra.
Oh, wow. Go to
It's
Ezra
Ezra.
4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go to Ezra 4. This is another confusion. I'm going to show y'all something else about more confusion, right?
Yeah, you also want to say
What
Ezra.
that say?
Right,
What's that, brother?
I'm here
That's
Ezra
easy.
4.
Yeah, easy.
Wow.
I know where I am, but you're saying Ezra. She's an Ezra. It's not
Yeah,
same thing, that's the
Ezra.
same.
But look at the spelling. I'm going to show y'all
That's
something.
one's right.
Yeah.
They spelled it wrong in the books.
Yeah, let me show you something.
Different.
It's
Yeah.
spelled different.
E-Z.
Look at the spelling, everybody. Let me show everybody something. Look at the spelling and how it's spelled in Apocrypha and hers. Now look at the C for how it's spelled there.
E-S-D-R-A-S.
Now spell yours out.
EZ.
Alright.
R-A. See, this is Ashkenazi, so they
Yeah.
did it, so they put that, they spelled the name different.
Another deception they showed you too. I know it's confusing. Let me show you something else. Yours say 2nd Ezra, right?
Yes.
Yours say what?
4th.
4th. You'll say 4th, right?
Yeah.
See the confusion? In your Bible, it's gonna say 3rd Ezra and 4th Ezra. Your book is gonna say 1st, 2nd.
For starters.
It's confusion.
Is it the third in there too?
Hmm?
Is it the
But
third?
it's really not. It's really no 3rd and 4th. It's really just 1 and 2.
Ashkenazi, they had their own little
They split
type
it
of.
up.
You don't have Ezra in your book? E-Z-R-A? Oh.
I got a box right here.
But just like Isaiah, you see it spelled 2 different ways, but it's
Yeah.
pronounced the same.
Because my Isaiah got an F in it.
Yeah.
See? It's wordplay. It's wordplay.
And that's why this is spiritual. This is not about flesh, it's about spiritually seeing it. So you gotta think spiritual, not so the words, like he said, the precepts gotta line up.
Yeah.
You'll know it's right. You know they go together. No matter how they spell, no matter what they check out or put in, you still gonna be able to see it.
Yep.
It's a spiritual thing.
It's wordplay. It's how the enemy do. It's how they gonna
Yeah.
come at you. Remember, they know we waking up from sleep. It's just like I'm sorry, see, you guys.
No, go ahead. No.
It's just like a newborn baby. Newborn baby, just fresh in the world, don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to learn, and somebody coming to you, hey, little kid, you know that carpet right there, that's blue. And they keep telling that's blue, that's blue, that's blue. So after a while, blue. We learn that's red. No, that's blue. Think about it. I want y'all to understand how the enemy plays games. He's olive colored. I want y'all to think about this, what I'm saying, right? He's olive colored, right? But the enemy gonna tell you who's olive colored.
They are.
They are. White people olive colored, right? How white people olive colored and olives only come in green and black. It's just, I'm just getting y'all minds to think how this word play, these games they play.
You know, and also think about how times changed back when we all grew up. There were certain words you could say. You couldn't say. Now you can say them. Hey, wait a minute, what happened between 1968 to 2019? You mean tell me that I could do all this stuff that y'all told me was forbidden not to do these days and time? The word changed every year.
Yep.
It changed. It just, okay, well, let's do it. We said that was okay. Remember weed, because smoke weed, this and that, whatever. Now, they changed like the wind. They make a rule, they break it. They make a rule, they break it. So we got to get out of that and come just to stick to the commandments. But the commandments will always be the same. No matter where we go, the commandments going to be here.
You got something serious back there? I need to cut you off. Okay. Yeah. So, again, in this awakening, like I said, this is about truth. This is about finding our knowledge. This is about getting our garments and stuff ready. Okay? Now, moving along, again, Ezra 14, second Ezra, some people it's fourth Ezra. Second Ezra 14:39.
Second Exodus 14, verse 39. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full, as it were, with water, but the color of it was like fire. And I took it and drank. And when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding and wisdom grew in my breast, for my spirit strengthened my memory, and my mouth was opened and shut no more. The highest gave understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that were told, which they knew not, and they sat 40 days, and they wrote in the day, and at night they ate bread. As for me, I spake in the day, and I held not my tongue by night. In 40 days they wrote 204 books. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were filled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it.
Stop right there. What book is he talking about right here? I want y'all to really think about that. What book or scroll is he talking about?
The Bible.
Exactly. Everybody got the Bible. Heathen, Israelite alike. That's why I said the worthy and unworthy. The Israelites that's worthy to get it, the ones that's unworthy to get it. Everybody got the Bible right now. There's no excuse. This is what he's talking about for the worthy and the unworthy. All right, keep going.
But keep the 70 last.
Keep the 70 last. So there's more books. There's more books. Keep going.
That thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people.
Only deliver them to the ones that's going to be wise amongst the people. When we go into Daniel, the precept of this, we're going to show you why. You're only supposed to give this to the wise. Keep going.
For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge. And I did so.
Again, only the wise is supposed to get these books. Why? Daniel going to bring it out because the wise will understand, but the wicked going to keep doing wickedly.
And also receive the books. The wicked going to knock the books off. They're going to say, that's not scriptural, that's not spiritual, this and that. They're going to knock it off. But the wise are going to take them in and read them because they have read the first seals were given to them.
Yep. Keep going.
You got more on that? It's 48.
No, you did so. Okay, my fault. Keep going. Yep, keep going. Go to Daniel. Go to Daniel, everybody. Go to Daniel chapter 12. All right. Daniel chapter 12. We do the whole chapter. So you get a better understanding. Oh, yeah.
Daniel 12.
Daniel chapter 12. So now we're going back in the regular old 66 books that was originally given. And watch how this precepts perfectly what we just read in 2nd Ezra. Remember again, it says books in here, but back then we had scrolls. Never forget that. We had scrolls. There was no Bible. That's why you come across so-called conscious people, oh, the Bible's only 6,000 years old, blah, 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 blah. We had scrolls. We understand that. We get it. Come on. Stop trying to cop out. This is an Israelite book. Daniel chapter 12, 1 through 13. This is an Israelite book. If you're not an Israelite, put it down and walk away.
It's not your book.
It's not your book. The Father clearly says, I am the power of the Israelites and none else. In the Bible, verbatim, it says, I'm the God of the Israelites. But we know his name. He says, I'm a higher. I am your power and none else. He's telling you straight up.
That's
I get no other nation that name he gave only this. That's
right.
3:14.
And this is what we're bringing out.
Hallelujah.
They want to call us a cult. What are they? We the people of the book. We're finding who we are and we're keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. What are they doing? Because we don't see none of the denominations in this book.
No.
There's nowhere our Father made a covenant with them. So where do you fit in at? Never forget these questions, brothers and sisters. Ask them, like I always told y'all. 1, when do the Gentiles have authority over the scriptures? 2, what land are y'all going to inherit of your forefathers? 3, when did the Father make a covenant contract with you? Show that. Give me scripture. I don't want to hear about no feel good. Oh, you love everybody. No. Show me where he made a promise with you.
Family. When he ever said any other nation was family? Children, sons, daughters,
My
fathers,
people.
sons, my people.
Yep. We're going to go over too about Yeshaya, that he is a kinsman redeemer. Jalen brought out last week about Deuteronomy 28:68. We're going to show you what that means by no man shall buy you. That means no man shall redeem you.
Blood
See,
sight.
what a kinsman redeemer is, that means he has to be kin to you. He has to be kin to you to buy you back. See, this is scripture. Where is he kin to the rest of them folks? He ain't kin to them. But at the same time, I always bring out about the stranger. You can cleave, but you better be right. You better be right. Or you going out headlong, headstrong out of the sanctuary. Or you ain't coming in at all.
That's right.
Game time over.
That's right.
All right, let's get it. Daniel chapter 12.
Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Now, I want you to understand who the name Michael is, or Michael. Michael is an archangel, right? He's an archangel. There are different stories about Michael. Yeah, he's supposed to stand up for the people, because that's his position. The 66 books don't really go into detail about Michael. It's another place that talks about him. I think it's in Jude, when he fought over Moses' body with Satan. They had a dispute over Moses' body. But you don't really see the characteristics that Michael does. Archangel means chief angel. That means he has other angels under him.
Ranking.
We did a class about angels. Understand, some brothers and sisters, the world tells you that you are equal. Nobody is equal. That is a lie. Nobody's equal. Nobody's equal in heaven. We all have different pay grades. That is not to make somebody else feel bad. It's just that level that they at. The more is given, the more is required. Understand that.
That's right.
So if a person has a lot of knowledge, there's a lot required of that person. Okay? What talent that is given to you, you work at it. You work hard at it. That's what I tell you. I told brother when I woke up, I got one talent. I'm going to wear it out. And that's what I did. I wore it out. And if you're doing good, you'll notice the Father going to give you more. It just happened. Okay? So you keep working on what the Father gives you. Don't complain, don't whine, don't look over here. Man, how you can do that? How you... Don't worry about what he do. Worry about your destiny. Okay? If he's not against you, he's with you. Yeshaya said that. Okay? If he's teaching this, that's your brother. Keep it moving, okay?
That's right.
All right. Keep going.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
Now let's pay close attention to verse 4.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up thy words and seal the book, even to thy time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there stood other two, the one on the side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swore by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times and half, and when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, Ahiah, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words of work are closed up and sealed to the time of the end.
Sealed to the time of the end. What time we in? What season are we in right now?
The end.
We're in the end. This is why this knowledge and stuff start flowing out. We ain't gonna run to and fro.
That's right.
This is why you hear somebody, hey, you know you're Israelite. Hey, you know this right here. Hey, did you read this such and such and such? Knowledge is being spread to and fro. The books are starting to be unleashed now. Okay? Keep going.
Many shall be purified and made white and tried. But
White does not mean your skin color. That means your garments.
Clean.
Clean.
Pure.
That's what that means by
Purity.
white. Okay? That does not mean skin. Keep going.
But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Now understand that very clearly about this. The wicked are going to keep doing wickedly even when you try to give them this knowledge. The wise going to understand. Okay? The wise will understand when they start reading, they start hearing. I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started hearing these other books and I started reading, it did start resonating with my soul, my spirit. And I'm like, whoa. And I was scared. I was like, is that false doctrine? But it's not. It's starting to come together. Y'all have seen that too. When y'all start reading, like when brother introduced Apocrypha to me when I first woke up, I was like, Apocrypha, the name itself terrified me. You know, I didn't openly say it, but it terrified me. And I didn't read it. I didn't even tell brother. I closed it up and put it to the side. I was scared. Yeah. But then when I start reading, getting understood, like, wow, it's matching this, it's matching the, yeah. And then you go in history and you start looking at history, how things happen. And that's why we went over in class, we showed about when they Hellenized our people. That's why you see no Jew, no Greek. We were speaking Greek. See? Like now, we're speaking what? English. And we don't look like no Queen Elizabeth neither. But we speak in English. See? We call ourselves Americans. I like how brother brought out something very, very, very shocking, but I understood it very, very clearly. They say Africans sold Africans into slavery, correct? Africa's a continent, right? Let's say in America, so-called black people start selling white people into slavery, right? Now, few 400 years down the line, 500 years, it's gonna say Americans sold Americans into slavery. It ain't gonna tell you exactly what people it was, just say Americans sold Americans. See, now when you was over in Africa, centuries later, oh, Africans sold Africans. They didn't tell you that it was them Zidons and Tyre and Philistines selling Israelites into slavery. They don't say that. They just say Africans and just toss it away. So now, people like us, we coming along, well, when we was asleep, it was like, wow, people sold each other? No. Those people over there knew exactly who they were selling. They know to this day who you are. That's why we keep saying that. Everybody, all black, all skin folks ain't kin folks.
That's right.
Please understand, all skin folks are not kin folks. They not. And that's why I tell you, Esau can look like you. Esau's seed went through everybody. Israelites, Canaanites, Ishmaelites. It's that spirit. That spirit gonna show.
Amorites, Hittites,
Mhm.
Zebulites.
Yeah. He mixed his seed amongst the nations.
You gotta think about another thing. What do the whole world do? All these denominations. You got Christians, you got the Mormons, you got all these denominations. All of them just go by King James 1611. Even a lot of Israelites just go by King James 1611 Apocrypha, right? Now, you don't see none of them going with Jubilees, Joshua, Enoch, none of that, right? All of them doing the same thing. All of them except the one book, that first seal. They're not looking for the increase. They just want to accept what's up written here. However the heathen gave it to them, they're going to accept that. Lord, God, Jesus, all that mess, this and that, whatever. New Moon Day, all that mess. They're going to accept this book and not go out and research because those books going to bring you back to, wait a minute, this right here's got to be wrong. This got to be wrong. They're not going to open their eyes. They're not going to receive the spirit of truth because they're not seeking the Father.
Keep going, brother, verse 11.
Verse 11.
Mhm.
Daniel 12, verse 11. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest, and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Mhm. Now this was prophecy in Daniel. Again, thousands of years ago, right? This is a gift that we got, brothers and sisters, that we can read this. This is a gift. This is more finer than gold.
Yeah.
This wisdom is beautiful. It's great. You know, if a man know where he come from, that means a lot. It's even more when he know who his father is, his real father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody can take that away from you. Only the Father could take that away from us, and make us go to sleep. See? But moving along, okay, go to Acts chapter 20, 25 through 28. All right? Now, we was talking about the kinsman redeemer, correct? So we can go to Acts chapter 20 through 28. 25 to 28, excuse me.
You get on my nerves.
We're against it.
29 and 30.
Acts chapter 20. 20. We're gonna start at verses 25 through 28.
Acts 20, verse 25. Did everybody get that?
And I want you to understand something too. The reason why that spirit is bothering us, again, there are Israelites downstairs carrying on right now, got a party going on, music and blasting. But notice they hover around us.
Yeah.
See, showing you what the truth really is. We don't supposed to be like this. We're supposed to be acting crazy and going wild and just flipping out. But we got books open. Our Father's Spirit in here. See, this is why this is happening. This is why you're getting dirty looks. But Yeshua say count it all as joy and happiness. I mean, because you got treasures up there. See, remember, you can't take none of this stuff with you. We can't take none of this stuff. We don't want none of this foolishness in this world. It's garbage. Okay? It really is. It's poison. Right? I always tell Israelites this. When we going, they cannot come.
Acts 20, verse 25. And now, behold, I know that ye are all among whom I have gone preaching the kingdom of Yahweh shall see my face no more. Wherefore I take you to record this day that I am pure from the blood of all men. For I have not shunned to declare to you all the counsel of Yahweh. Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost has made you overseers to feed the church of Yahweh, which he has purchased with his own blood.
So what the word flock mean?
Congregation.
You got
That's a whole lot of things.
Well, you need to be more specific. The Bible is about a people. It's about a people. It's not about a denomination or organization. It's about a people. Flock equals sheep. Sheep equals who? Israel. Always remember that. Once you know the who, what, when, and where, now the scripture's going to start to make perfect sense. Again, the flock means sheep. Sheep means Israel. Okay? Now, back at 28, where it says that he has purchased with his own blood. Who purchased us with his own blood? Yeshua. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. You have it, fam?
Yeah.
And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And no man should buy you. Now, these Bibles that's on your table, let's open that up and let's take a look at that verse and these other scriptures. Let me show you something. And then after we read those, we're going to go into Leviticus chapter 25. And we're going to show you what it means to be a kinsman and redeemer. Right? Now, the way this scripture is read in King James 16:11, it shows you, it says that you will be sold to your enemies, right? You'll be sold to your enemies. No, I'm sorry.
Yes, bro.
28, 68. Yeah, that one, brother. Yeah, blue Bible. Yeah.
The same one this one?
Yes. Yeah. Y'all got NIV over there? Okay. Y'all had one back there? Okay. You got it, see? Deuteronomy 28, yeah, verse 68. All right. I'm gonna go around the room and we're gonna have each person read what's in their Bible. Okay? So we get an understanding of it. You got the Septuagint, brother?
Septuagint?
Yeah, Septuagint. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's in there. It's tiny though. Yeah.
Squabbling.
All right. You see this here? All right. The reason why we want y'all to see this is that the different versions of Bibles, right? The different versions of the different Bibles that's going around is to throw you off from the truth. Okay? And this is why you'll have people try to argue you down about the scriptures. All right? Let's see. Verses. There it is right here. I got it, bro. Yeah, I got it. Verse 68. Right here. Yep. Yeah, I read that because I know it's tiny. You got you. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to read from King James 11, right? And I'm going to have Brother Corinth read. And I'm going to have Sister Lenore read. And then we're going to go back to the back, right here, Brother Ken. Then we'll have Sister Nagita, right?
Yeah, we got the same one.
Y'all got the same one? Oh, okay. All right. This is King James 16:11, Deuteronomy 28, verses 68. And Ahiah shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, by the way have I spoken to you. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Right? So you're going to be sold, and no man going to buy you. Right? Go ahead, brother. Check this out. This is
the Good News Bible.
Good News Bible.
Today's English version. And it says in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, Yahweh will send you back to Egypt in ships, even though he said that you would never have to go there again. There you would try to sell yourselves to your enemies as slaves, but no one will want to buy you.
This one on point.
Did you see that? Did you see that Good News Bible, right?
Read it.
Yes,
Yeah, because they putting it
That's
up
what
for
I
people.
said, same.
You want to say the same thing?
It says Deuteronomy 28, 68, and Good News Bible, today's English version. It says, Yahweh will send you back to Egypt in ships, even though he said that you would never have to go there again. There you will try to sell yourselves to your enemies as slaves.
How you gonna sell yourself to your enemies?
But no one will want to buy you.
That sound like the whole.
But also, did you see the persuasion that they said? That even though he told you he wasn't going to sing, it's such anyway.
The big lie.
Yeah.
That's the lie.
Yeah. All right. Let's check out the Septuagint.
This one on point.
Okay. Yeah. But this Septuagint. Some people try to get you to read the Septuagint over the King James 11, right? We'll go ahead and read the Septuagint. You see?
I got it.
You got it.
You
Okay.
let me
Right.
This is, everybody realize now, this book was before King James 1611. This is way before King James, before this book.
It's also in Greek too.
So Roman and obviously Greek. And Ahiah shall bring thee to Egypt again It will be
Hold on, I got it.
Can you see it, bro?
I got it. No, I got it. No, I got
See
it.
it?
Yeah. No, I got
I
it.
seen it as just a.
Yeah. No, I got it. It says, and the highest shall bring you back to Egypt in ships, by the way of which I said, thou shalt not see it again. And you shall be sold there to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and none shall buy you. So this is accurate,
decent.
right? The Septuagint is accurate,
Yeah.
okay, on that point right there. Now, yep, what you got, Greg? Verse 68. What yours say?
Wait, is it your honey, Lord?
Yeah,
You see
you
that?
can read it verbatim.
Read it right now.
Yeah, you can read it verbatim. Yeah,
I'm just stuck on mine, bro, because
Yeah.
I be reading so much.
yeah, read it verbatim. Yeah, black, straight, black and white.
And the Lord will take you back to Egypt in ships, by the way of which I said to you, you shall never see it again. And there you shall be offered for sale
Offer for sale.
to your enemies as male and female slaves, but no one will buy you.
And that was from the Holy Bible, placed by the Gideons in memory. Gideons in memory. All right, what you got, sis?
It said the Lord will bring you back in ships from Egypt by way that I promised you would never see it again. There you shall offer yourself
Offer yourself.
for sale to your enemies as male and female slaves, but there will be no one buying. There will be no one buying.
Wow.
Now I want y'all to let that sink in now. See how the deception is. If somebody's taking you for a slave, right? You don't got put on a boat now. And as soon as you get to where you're going, go sell yourself. And you standing around, everybody gonna buy me. So where do you go? What do you do? You see how ridiculous that sounds? I want y'all to really think about how ridiculous that sounds.
I want to say one thing. Really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. How I feel. It really. I know we said we always joke, but it really ain't funny. It really ain't funny. Just to see when we walk out this door, what we've been faced up with all our life, and we're still in it. Still in it. You go to work, you go to the store. You already know. They know. It's really a crying shame. But I'm thankful that Yahweh woke us up to be able to see. He gave us this knowledge to let us see. He elected us for us to see this knowledge of how important it is. But we need to wake up our people, man. Our household, our family, everybody is very important.
Now that scripture, Cap, you're right. This ain't no joke. We gotta think about it. This right here, slave ships, right? Now, think about a sardine can. How the sardine so tight in that can. We have people sick, throwing up on each other. Doing the number 3, number 2, waste all of us. We was stank. I mean, it was filth in that boat. We was smashed in the. I mean, they like just crowned us. I don't got no bigger picture, but when you really research that Deuteronomy 26:8, how we was on this boat, they got a design of how they put us and laid us on like rocks. We was on like sardine can. I mean, we were just that close. And up under you got another row of people. Like I said, we use the bathroom, just fall on people's head, their face and everything, to the kids and everything else. And this was like really, and some people hated it so much the women took their kids and jumped off the boat.
Yeah.
They jumped off the boat when they got away. They was like, I cannot live like this. We were smashed. How we gonna get off the boat and sell ourselves?
Yeah.
As soon as you got a boat, offer yourself.
Yeah, how you
Offer
want? Then when we got out the boat, we had chains of iron up on our neck. We were like tied up and everything else, man. They had to destroy our kids and everything. This really do not 26. It ain't nothing even to laugh about. That was serious. That was like real murder. They talking about Holocaust, man. That's this. That was like real disgusting, real bad.
And this is why we always show you, when they want to claim to be the true Israelites, their suffering have to exceed ours.
Yeah.
It must
That was long.
far surpass ours. Remember what I gave you, Daniel 9, well, excuse me, all right. Daniel 9, 11 and 12. Daniel chapter 9, 11 and 12. You can always start there to identify yourself first before you even go to Deuteronomy. Okay, Daniel 9, chapter 9, 11 and 12. And it show you that nothing was done like it was done to all Jerusalem under heaven. So their Holocaust would have to exceed all the stuff that we went through. They would have to show slave ships. They would have to show, babies getting fed to alligators. the atrocities. Our skin get turned into shoes, coats, lamps. Oh yeah, made out of oil, because that's what they did in Nat Turner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just ain't just chop the parts and send it to different plantations. They use the skin and stuff for oil. They just wouldn't just let it go. Nah.
Daniel 11.
Yeah, go ahead. Daniel 9, 11, and 12.
Skin for oil.
Yeah, they did us up. They did us up. That's why I'm gonna get that thing that they say Hitler wrote. He said he's gonna start World War III even in his death. He said because when they realized that was the children of Israel that they did that stuff too, they gonna be in fear. Because remember, the worthy and the unworthy have this book, right? So they know the children of Israel. It's just they can't let their minds wrap around it's us.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something again, not to draw your attention, but all them evil stares they're giving us, there's an angel writing that down. They will have to answer for all of that. All of it. They should actually be giving us this room, hey, whatever y'all need. Would y'all like some water? Would y'all like some cookies? They gonna wish they had did something. I guarantee you that. You are the apple of his eye. He loves you more than you know. More than you know. This is punishment, and punishment is ending now. His face is turning back to us. You have not because you didn't ask. So I tell all of you in here, if you need something, ask the Father.
That's right.
Now's the time. Ask for it. Okay? Read that Daniel 9.
Daniel 9.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel 9, verse 11. Daniel 9, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all 2 minutes to get that a look at it. Daniel 9, verse 11. Everybody has it? Ye all Israel have transgressed the law, even by departing that they might not obey the voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses.
See, and this is referring back to what? Deuteronomy 28, law of Moses, back to Torah. See, that's why I always tell you that some people try to beat you to Deuteronomy 28, 68. Go there and watch their face. What? Huh? Why you went to Daniel? Daniel gonna take you to Deuteronomy because you're gonna ask, well, where are these curses? See, you cannot be an Israelite and not know about the curses.
That's right.
Okay, keep going.
Written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him, and he has confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven, has not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem.
And Jerusalem is mother to us all. Jerusalem is mother to us all. It's talking about the whole family, all 12. You ain't getting away from this. I'm gonna tell you again, you're not somebody hollering about something they're Israelite. And then you can't even go over the curses. Well, it happened a long time ago. You ain't no Israelite. Because all us in here done ate them curses. All us done ate them curses up in here. Today. But this book's supposed to be so ancient and old a long time ago. But we all been experiencing it. Okay?
And it's the most sellingest book in the whole world.
And everybody take from it.
Still, yes. To this day.
All right. Let me see. Kinsman Redeemer. Let's see what y'all books say back there, sisters. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. We're gonna see. Y'all got a Sefer.
Oh.
And then we're gonna get the new NIV back there.
Deuteronomy 28.
Now the Sefer is a fairly new Bible, but it's written with like King James style writing. Okay. I like the Sefer too, but you have to be careful of the Sefer as well.
I like how they put the spelling words. They change words.
Yep, and they try to take out chunks of writings and stuff to mislead you. This is why you always have to study to show yourself approved. All right. Got it, sis?
It says, and the Most High shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spoke unto you, you shall see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
All right. So that's more of the accurate one too. All right. Let's see what the NIV say.
Read it verbatim.
Verbatim.
The Lord will send you back to Egypt in ships. He will send you on a journey and said you should never have to make again. You will offer to sell yourselves to your enemies as slaves in Egypt, but no one will buy you.
Now, let's get the law on buying your kin back if they get put into slavery. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 25, right? Leviticus 25 verses, we're gonna start at 42. We're gonna start at 42. We're at 43, and we'll read down. We'll go all the way down to like 49. Right? And these are the laws on how to purchase someone back. Right?
Leviticus 25, verse 23. Verse 43, excuse me, fam. You start 42, brother?
Yeah. Why
Okay. Leviticus 25, verse 42. Sorry about that. For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen. Thou shalt not rule over him with rigor, but shalt fear thy Yahweh. Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids.
Now, this is explaining who you can buy as a servant.
Right.
This is showing who you can buy as a servant. Remember, the law ain't going nowhere. The law is not going nowhere. That's why we have to learn the law. You're going to have to know this law when you're in the kingdom. Okay? Keep going.
Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy,
So you can buy them. Keep going.
and of their families that are with you, which they begat in your land, and they shall be your possession. And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children. After you to inherit them for a possession, they shall be your bondmen forever. But over your brethren,
Now, hold on, right there. Yep. Little part that we just read right there, they use that against us. They use that against us. Read that one more time, brother. Rewind just a little bit.
and ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children. After you to inherit them for a possession.
Now, right there, instead of saying forever, what happened is when we was in bondage under them and the slavery, when we was in bondage, and we was out there on the cotton field and stuff like that. Oh, you got a picture, nice. Out here like this, they passed our children to their children. That's what they did. They passed our children to their children. They actually was going by that. They went by it to a certain point. But see, when we take back over, keep going, brother.
It says, they shall be your bondmen forever.
What's that word say?
Forever.
Forever. Forever. See, the thing is about the stranger. They have to understand something about their inheritance. Yeah, we have to tell them about their inheritance. Your position in the kingdom, you want to get in the kingdom? Okay, you're going to get in the kingdom, but you have to ask yourself what position you're going to serve in the kingdom. This ain't something you're going to be dancing across clouds, little harps and wings. There's positions in the kingdom that you're going to have to serve in. This is the best you're going to get. But one thing you understand something about Israelites, it's not going to be the way they did us. See what I'm saying? We always had strangers amongst us that sojourned amongst us, but we treated them like family. It's almost, some even say you almost couldn't even tell they was a servant because we treated them good. Oh yeah, we as Israelites, look at Jake now. We don't really dog out the other nations even now. Even how mad we get angry. But you don't really see us going on no temper tantrum and destroying the other people and stuff. The only time it got maybe really, really bad was the LA riots. That was the only time you seen Jake really get like flipped out. But even with that, I don't think Jake was setting them fires. I think the government was doing it, honestly. Because that's not Jake behavior. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Think about Jake, though. Enemy war, they love each other.
exactly.
That's right.
They'll
Exactly.
choke you out in a minute, but then somebody will do something to them. But it's okay, brother. It's not whatever. You touch them. Mama, you stuck on my shoe. Better take your head off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Go by what scripture say.
But aren't we gonna do them the same way they did us?
Well, when all this stuff come down, at first, yeah. I think them 2/3 are the ones that's gonna do it. That's my opinion though, with that, because the whole children head getting smashed this wall, yeah, that's coming. That's in Psalms.
But
Yep.
what
That's
happens if we gotta wait on, it sounds like he said this is a ranking thing, so therefore it's an order from a higher. How you have to get an order? You know it
Yeah.
when he get an order. We can't do it because we take it upon ourselves, and now we put matters in our own hand.
Right.
You realize the Israelites that's preaching that, they're filthy, they're dirty,
Yeah.
a higher spirit's not in them, so yeah, you
That's right.
that's people kids against someone if you want to and see what happens to you. They're
Yeah.
gonna tell you what.
yeah.
You know what I had to say, hey, my son do it, he gonna get us together too.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't take it upon yourself to do it.
Because when he put that spirit, that's you gonna act. It's gonna happen. The scripture says it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But I know when we sell their children to the Sabians, I think it's Sabians. I'm saying it correct. That's Joel chapter 3. They gonna do them up. Oh, the Sabians gonna tear them up because it's gonna be recompense double on their head what they did. So yeah, them Sabians. Oh yeah, they gonna get all of that and more.
Mm.
So, but with us, we gonna live in righteousness. But when it do happen, Isaiah chapter 11, when it says northern southern kingdom, Ephraim and Judah gonna come together, and then we gonna spoil them together. Oh yeah, that's going down. Yeah, can't nobody stop that. That's going down. Verse start back at verse 46. Leviticus 25:46.
And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession. They shall be your bondmen forever. But over your brethren, the children of Israel, ye shall not rule one over another with rigor. And if a sojourner or stranger wax rich by thee, and thy brother that dwelleth by him wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger, or sojourn by thee, or to the stock of the stranger's family. After that he is sold, he may be redeemed again.
May be redeemed again.
One of his brethren may redeem him.
One of his brethren may redeem him. Yeshua is who?
A redeemer.
A redeemer.
That's right.
Kinsman of the flesh.
That's right.
Israel.
Now something else that came to my mind says to clear that up. Remember the stranger, the ones that sojourn amongst us. The ones that don't sojourn amongst us, yeah, they're the ones that's finna get popped and tore up. You know what I'm saying? But the strangers, the ones that's gonna cleave us, they're gonna have to walk through fire too.
Oh.
See, that's why like the ones that do cleave us, remember they own gonna turn on them.
Oh,
See,
okay.
because they rejecting the gods and stuff that they people follow, and they choosing, well not choosing, they call by a higher to serve a higher.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So they know their position, but they gonna get tried by Israelites. They gonna get tried by other heathens. They gonna like how you following them, black people.
Right,
They gonna go through all kind of stuff. But the real ones that's actually chosen to be with us, they're going to follow us, and they're gonna walk through that fire right along with us. But they the ones that's gonna sojourn amongst us. They're gonna be our servants in the kingdom. Them other folks, nah, they gonna get the business. Yep. They not really considered stranger. They considered heathen, you know, outside heathen Gentile. Yep. But that's their lot. But back to verses 48 says, after that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. One of his brethren may redeem him. This is what this is talking about when you read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 68. It says, and no man shall buy you. Remember we read in Acts. It said his blood purchased us. He bought us. He redeemed us. And ultimately, who did it? It was a higher. Because Yeshua said, I didn't come to do my will. I come to do the will of the one who sent me. See, ultimately it was a higher. This is how some Mosaic law Israelites get stuck. This is why they'll stop right there at Malachi, won't eat nothing else. And they'll fight you tooth and nail. They ain't no Messiah, that's David. Yes, they will try to back it up and say David is our redeemer, or not our redeemer, our savior, our Messiah, yada yada. They will fight you tooth and nail to try to say David is the one. David was not without blemish. David had blood on his hands. David committed fornication. It said that the lamb had to be without blemish. Okay? David was not without blemish. David was an awesome king, but he was not without blemish. Solomon was an awesome king, but he was not without blemish. The only one that walked without blemish was who? Yeshua. He was the walking, living, breathing Torah. Okay? He was without blemish. There had to be someone to come without spot to get us out of this mess. Okay? Keep going, brother. Verse 49.
Either his uncle or his uncle's son may redeem him, or any that is of kin unto him of his family may redeem him, or if he be able, he may redeem himself. And he shall reckon with him that bought him from the year that he was sold to him unto the year of Jubilee. And the price of his sale shall be according unto the number of years. According to the time of an hired servant shall it be with him. If there be yet many years behind, according unto them, he shall give again the price of his redemption out of the money that he was bought for. And if there remain but few years unto the year of Jubilee, then he shall count with him, and according unto his years shall he give him again the price